Hi, everyone. My name is Sydney Hofer, and I am a member of the Three Harbors Council Marketing Committee. And we're here today to learn a little bit about how to set up a Facebook page for your PAC or troop. As anything social media that's social media related with BSA, want to make sure that you review the BSA guidelines for social media to make sure that you're aware of all the guidelines and regulations and best practices for interacting with families on social media. So why set up a Facebook page? Facebook pages are a really easy way to share information with a large group of people very quickly. Most people, in terms of what social media channels people are on, most people are on Facebook. It's really easy to use, and it's got some staying power in terms of all the different types of things you're able to do. Once you get your PAC or troop Facebook page set up, you'll be able to create events and invite people in who are following your event to, or following your page to an event, letting families know, hey, we've got the Pinewood Derby coming up. Here are the key dates that you need to know. Once an event is over, you can share pictures. Everybody loves seeing, pictures of events, of their kids, of activities. It gives people a good feel for what it's like to be part of your PAC or troop. In terms of Facebook versus some of the other channels, people come to Facebook for information and to share. Twitter has a completely different use, and so does Instagram. Twitter is more instant thoughts. It's not super engaging. It's a little bit more challenging. You can't really create events on Twitter. The tweets show up and then they're gone. They don't because they're lost in a big long feed of other tweets. And then with Instagram, it's more visual. Instagram can be a nice secondary addition to Facebook. The two are on the same platform. They're both owned by Facebook. So it's very easy to create a post on Facebook and then share it on Instagram if you decide at some point to create an Instagram account. But for today, we're going to focus on how to create a Facebook page for your PAC or troop. So I'm going to take you through step by step. First, I'll have to share my screen. So you should be seeing the very first thing is you need to make sure that you have a Facebook account, so a personal Facebook account. Then once you are logged into Facebook, you'll see this little icon over here, and you click on that and you can open up pages. So as you can see, I'm an administrator on several pages, including my old PAC from Wauwatosa, Madison PAC 87. But what we'll do is you likely won't have any pre-created pages over here, but you'll click on Create New Page. And then you get a preview and you get to see all the building blocks as you go along. So we're going to create this as a fake Cub Scout PAC, so bear with me. But the first things that you're going to want to do are fill in the page information. So we're going to call this we'll call it PAC 123 Harbors. You want to give it a name that is going to mean something to the people in your PAC or troop. So I would include the PAC and the troop number. You can include your council name. You may want to include your chartered organization, like we were Madison. My old PAC was Madison PAC 87 out of Madison Elementary School in Wauwatosa. Just give some identifying information, because if people happen to get the name just slightly wrong, that will be another clue that, oh, this is the right page. This is the one that I'm looking for. So category would be, let's see, choose a category, would be community organization. That just helps classify it again as people are searching. And then you want to do a short description of your page. This is the, PAC 123 is based in Milwaukee out of the Three Harbors Council. For more information on scouting, contact, or information on our And then you can put an email address or a phone number or whatever is the best way to contact you for more information about your PAC. You can put it in there. There is a character limit. So the great thing again about Facebook is it really, each one of these spots that needs to be filled in, there's a description of what you should put in there. So then you click on create page. And then as you can see in the desktop preview, this is what we're starting to have the page look like. So you want to create the page. Sometimes it takes a minute or two. So now, again, you can start adding images. Images are essential for a Facebook page. Otherwise, again, it's just going to look like this generic page with a lot of text. Pictures are more engaging. They're what people click on. They're how you get likes and shares and things like that. They really help illustrate what goes on at your PAC. So for your profile picture, which will go where this little flag is, I would recommend using the Cub Scout symbol. I should have saved, let's see if we can find the Cub Scout symbol really quick. Okay, so I do have the Cub Scout logo saved. So you would download that from your marketing material link from Scouts BSA. And then once it's on your computer, then you can simply upload it. And then it becomes your profile picture. The other thing that I really recommend is having a cover photo. This can be a group shot of your PAC or troop. It can be a picture of your most recent camp out, all the tents lined up in your campsite. It can be a picture of a campfire. Anything that is essentially Cub Scout, I would recommend using as your cover photo. That will show up here. And again, it just helps you give a good flavor for what goes on at your PAC. Let's see if I have a. We're going to skip the profile photo or the cover photo for right now. We'll insert one. We can always insert one later. So then we will save this and move on to our next step. You can find BSA images in the BSA Brand Center and in the Marketing and Membership Hub. There are more general pictures that you can share there, but if you have pictures from any of your PAC events, you can always use one of your PAC events as well. I am not going to connect this Facebook page with WhatsApp. It's not really needed. Okay. So then we start filling it. This is what happens when you don't have a cover photo. So we'll try to get that updated at some point. But then now you're going to go in and start again building out the page. I'm just checking the notes really quick. Page name, category, pictures. Some pictures work better than others. As you saw for the Scout logo, it's a much smaller photo and it needs to be centered. That's why I think the Cub Scout logo works really well there. For your larger picture, for your cover photo, again, anything, just you want it to be a horizontal photo as opposed to vertical. Then let's see. More. So then you can go add additional information on the About page. So you click down to About and then work on editing your page info. So we have our name. We'll want to create a username too. So this allows people to tag your PAC. So say a parent goes on after an event, blue and gold dinner, something like that, and posts some pictures and wants to tag PAC 123 in that picture. If we create this username at Pac 123, Three Harbors. People can search that to come up with the page, but it also allows them to then tag your account in photos, and it gives you more photos to share. Okay, so that username wasn't available at oh, maybe numbers aren't allowed. There we go. Three Harbors Pac 123. So you can't use the at, it will automatically add the at. And then contact information. We don't necessarily have a phone number, but I would recommend having a contact email of some sort. We'll get to assigning page roles and adding admins. You're going to want someone who can help you monitor this Facebook page. It's very easy to do from your mobile phone or from your desktop. I prefer to monitor for messages and comments on my phone. But again, it's just finding that special person in your pack who's willing to volunteer to help monitor this is really great. Let's see. If you have a general pack email, we had a general pack email for inquiries and to send invites to leader meetings and things like that. That's something that you could put in here. So I don't have a valid email address right now, but again, these are things that you can add as you go along. Okay. Location. So we can create, this will help again narrow down with there being packs and troops all over the US. This will help people make sure that they've got the right troop. Okay. Hours, we don't need to add hours because we're not really a business. And then that would be more for a business account. Okay, so we've edited the page info. And then let's see. Got your profile name. The other thing you're going to want to do once you have your page set up, so we'll go back to the home here, is you're going to want to have your page follow a few other pages. That helps broaden your reach, and likely the other pages would then follow you back. But it also allows you to then, like, if there's something on the Three Harbors page that you want to share with your pack membership, troop membership, you can easily share it because you're already following the page. So then to follow other pages, let's see. You basically search out that page and then you make sure that let's do the demo here. Let's Council BSA. So we'll search Three Harbors Council. And then you would go and like the page as your business page. I will have a better explanation of how to do that in the guide materials that have already been shared for recruiting. But I would recommend following BSA, Three Harbors Council, and your chartering organization, whether it's a school, whether it's a PTA. If they have a Facebook page, go ahead and follow them, because then they can share your information or share your events as well. Fill out all, let's go back to our page. And then, again, fill out as much, let's see, this is tools, publishing tools. So you can get into this business suite, and then you can start. This is where if you wanted to boost a post, you could boost a post. You can also create posts from this page. I'm going to try and get us back into the publishing tools real quick here. Publishing tools is another great area to be in. This is where you can create your content, and you can actually schedule content through here. So once you get your Pack or Troop calendar set, maybe for the 6 months of the year, maybe for the whole year, you can create all of your content in here. And it automates. And then when you have a Pack meeting, you can set all your Pack meetings for the first part of the year, schedule them in here, and then people will see them in their feed, and it's a good way to kind of get ahead of it in terms of posting content. Double check and make sure that you have all of your fields filled out in your page, and then really you're ready to go. Once you have all of that taken care of, again, I recommend selecting at least 1 or 2 other people from your pack to be admins. That way, everyone can be responding to, if someone sends a direct message, that'll show up in this inbox here. You can respond to them like, I want more information about your recruitment event that's coming up. Do I need to bring anything? Do you need volunteers for something? I forgot about this event. That it's just another way to reach out to, or to interact with potential members, potential families, or existing Cub Scout and Scout families. You don't have to be super social media savvy to do this. It's pretty easy, and there's a lot of tutorials that are out there online for doing this. You can also get more interaction with people. You want to promote the Facebook page too. Tell people that you're launching this page. Get them to share. Share it with other family members in your pack, in your school. It's just a great way to help promote what you guys are doing, and share some of the fun events. In terms of messages, I would say try to respond to messages in 24 to 48 hours. You'll get a little notification through Facebook that someone has reached out to you. When people, you'll get those notifications too when people comment on posts or photos. Respond to those however you like. If I notice that someone has liked or commented on a photo, you want to try and like it as the pack, or say thanks for the comment, glad you could join us, things like that, just to keep the interaction going. And then with the direct messages, especially if people are inquiring about membership, you want to respond as quickly as possible. 24 to 48 hours is a pretty decent response rate or response time. What kind of content should you be sharing? Share photos from Pack and Troop meetings and different events that you do as a team, or as a Pack or Troop. Think about different key dates in Scout history. There's founding dates, there's other national events that may be going on. Those are all types of things that you can share to keep your audience engaged, and the audience is potential Scouts and then existing Scouts and families. So just think of all those different types of activities that you have going on in your Pack or Troop that draw in the kids, and those are the kinds of things you want to promote. You want to show what fun it is to have, that you have in Scouts, and all the different activities that are possible. I mentioned you can create events. So let's go back to the page. Hold on just a second. So you can go into the events tab and you can create a new event. Like I mentioned, this is a great way to put your next troop meeting or pack meeting or recruitment event. So we'll say that it's going to be the 15th then you can pick your time. we'll say 6:00 p.m. Custom, we'll make it a one-time event. And then add a description, add any details. What category is it? All of that. So okay. And then you pick your category. We'll call it wellness. And then we're not enabling fundraising. And then next, the location. Sure, we'll just say Wisconsin State Fair Park. So then just to give it a fake location. And then this allows people to mark that they're interested. Then it'll show up as they'll get reminders through Facebook that you don't have to manage. And then people can mark whether or not they're attending, and they can actually invite other people to attend. So this is a really great way, again, to get the message out about events in a really quick, really easy fashion. As you know, there's multiple ways to reach families. You've got flyers, you've got email messages, you've got now a Facebook page. You want to try and reach people where they are. And since a lot of people are on Facebook, this just makes it really easy. Again, I showed you the publishing tools, so you can schedule posts as long as as much in advance as you need. So that's a good way to remind people that hey, there's a PAC meeting coming up this weekend, or hey, there's a troop meeting coming up this weekend, or this week. It just is a great way to keep those reminders going. And then finally, I talked a little bit about this. You want to build your audience. So make sure families in your PAC know about the Facebook page and encourage them to like and follow the page. Include a link in any emails that you're sending out from a PAC email or as a leader. It's really easy to just plug that into an email signature, follow us on Facebook, and then click the link or add the link. And people can easily then follow what's going on in your PAC or troop. Make sure your chartering organization also knows about your Facebook page. If they're doing any promotion for you of events, they can share the Facebook page as well. And then share content regularly. I'm going to share my old PAC's Facebook page. I'm not going to save that. It hasn't been active in about 3 years. That just kind of fell off their radar, and we're not part of that PAC anymore. My son aged out of it and is now in a Boy Scout troop here in Germantown. But it's something that the more you post, the more interaction you're going to get. So Madison PAC 87. Take a minute to load here, but as you can see, this is a cover photo. So join Cub Scouts, and then we have the logo here, and then again we had a couple of different people who frequently posted for us and had administrative privileges on the page, and you can find out how many people you've reached, what kind of engagement you're getting. And then again, people can like and comment posts on posts. Different den field trips, sharing photos from different den field trips, Pinewood Derby, like all of those things are ways to keep your members and families engaged and really give a good feel for what it's like to be part of your PAC. And the more regularly you share it, it doesn't have to be daily. Anytime you have an event, just make sure somebody posts some pictures, is assigned to take pictures and post some pictures afterwards, and that different dens are taking pictures or patrols are taking pictures during different events that they have. I do want to take a quick second to explain the difference between a public facing page and a private group. So a private group, you have to be invited to to be a member of, those are okay too. You can certainly set up a private group. The challenge that comes in with a private group is then if you want to boost a post at some point, which is a different topic that I'm happy to help address at some point. But you can actually, on a public facing page like the one that we just created, you can actually pay to boost posts, which widens your reach. So especially during recruitment time, you can take $25 or $30 and set a geographic area, set some other demographic parameters, and it will boost a post. So if you have your recruitment event coming up and you want to reach a certain zip code around your school or chartering organization, you can do that through a public facing page. But that also means you have a public facing page. So if you post a photo, if you post an event, it's going to be able to be found by anyone, whether they like the page or not. They may just be searching for Cub Scout events and they would see your event. That can be a good thing. It can also be if you have families who are more protective of not wanting their child's photos shared on Facebook. That's something that you'll then need to be sensitive to. With a private group, if it's invitation only members of that group can see those photos. And so it's a little bit, it can be a layer of comfort and security for parents who are a little more shy about sharing and families who are a little more shy about sharing photos of their children on social media. So those are all things you can think about when deciding whether to set it up as a business page or as a private Facebook group.
Cindy, can I jump in here real quick as well?
Absolutely.
Just to kind of key in on that, this is Corlin Bowles, by the way, your Director of Field Service for Three Harbors Council. There are some units that might have both a page and a group as well. The page that a unit will use a page to kind of promote themselves, as Cindy talked about today, share information with the community at large, stuff like that. Again, the pictures and things like that are important to make sure are available. But these are opportunities where you can do more general pictures or larger group photos where it's really hard to identify people. Again, like Sydney said, if you've got families that are sensitive to that, just make sure the pictures that you are sharing on that public page don't include those families. And then that group, a unit might have a group as well. The group is where, again, a great opportunity to share more specific information with the members who have been invited, who are participating in that pack. And, as families move on to Scouts BSA or other programs, if they happen to move out of state, they can leave those groups, or they can be you can leave that group and not be getting that information anymore. So you've got a lot more ability as that admin to kind of control who your members are. So that group is an opportunity where if the family is very reticent or concerned about being out there publicly, but if they're okay with it among the pack, then you share those pictures of that family and information more specific to that pack and that group versus the page.
One other note too about page roles and people being admins on your page. I did not walk through that, but if you go into the page settings, there is an option for assigning page roles, and you can assign people to be an admin, which gives them full privileges, or just an editor, and that just allows them to publish posts. So they can't add or subtract anything except posts. So those are all just really good ways to make sure that you have those added levels of security and understanding who has access to what, both on your page and on your group.
Awesome. Well, Cindy, thank you very much for your time today. And hopefully this will be helpful to everybody who gets a chance to view this. And if there's anything you need, as Cindy said, feel free to reach out to us here at Three Harbors Council, and we'll do everything we can to help you out. All right. Thanks, everybody.